Hello, welcome back. It's time for week 4 of our freshman English class. I hope everyone had a good weekend. And today it's beautiful. It's a sunny day. It's still not really warm, but you can see spring is coming soon. And I'm very excited, and I think you are too. It was kind of a rainy weekend, but a little bit cold. Didn't feel like spring, but today feels like spring. I hope it's here to stay. Let's hope so. All right, let's get on with it then. Let's get right into our study. Please look at page 31. Last week, we began Unit 3, the importance of exercise for children. We read the story and twice, actually. We learned some vocabulary, and now we're going to review the grammar and so on from chapter 3. Okay, word forms in English. Some words can be either nouns or verbs. For example, drink. A drink is, a glass of something to drink. And to drink means to the action of drinking. In English, a drink often means alcoholic drink. So I need a drink means like something with alcohol. Or let's go out and have a drink implies alcohol. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Like a glass of juice is a drink. It's something to drink. But when we say it in context, usually it means some sort of alcoholic drink. Anyway, look at the example. I always drink water. I drink, verb. And this drink is very cold. Now, to be honest, this could be any kind of drink, cola or juice, alcohol. So in this context, this could be any sort of cold drink. Again, but when somebody says, I need a drink, or let's go have a drink, usually that means alcohol, but it's the noun form. Number 1, verb. Liz practices, okay? Subject, verb. Number 2, piano practice. Adjective, noun. Practice is noun. Number 3, noun. Exercise is important. Exercise is the subject, a noun. Subject, verb, exercise is. Number 4, verb. We exercise. We plus verb. We run, we eat, we study, we jump, we exercise, verb. Number 5, Tom made many changes in his lifestyle. Many changes, noun, plural, okay? Here, many is followed by a plural noun. Many books, many students, many houses, and so on. Number 6, Tom also changed his eating habits. Past tense verb. Tom changed, mo. Okay, the verb to change, past tense, changed. Number 7, I sometimes diet to lose weight. I diet, verb, I diet. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. Number 8, my diet, my noun. My pen, noun. My book, noun. My father, noun. Okay, my diet includes a lot of fruit and vegetables. So diet here as a verb means to lose weight, to go on a diet. We sometimes say go on a diet. I want to go on a diet, noun, meaning I want to diet to lose weight, be healthy. Number 8, my diet. Now this is general eating habits. So my diet is not special diet to lose weight, just how I eat. I eat a lot of meat, so my diet includes a lot of meat. Or somebody might say my diet includes a lot of seafood. The Korean diet, you can talk about a country or a culture because every culture has certain food. A Korean diet includes a lot of vegetables, for example. Japanese diet includes a lot of fish and seafood. This kind of general reference to a group or a culture or a country that has certain eating habits. Vocabulary. Number 1, habit. Speaking of habit, it is a good habit to exercise 3 times a week. Yes, it is. And a lot of you do. Good for you. Number 2, in contrast, opposite, change. Eric doesn't enjoy team sports. In contrast, opposite, Kyle does. Basketball, baseball, roller hockey are all team sports. Remember we learned about team sports like basketball, soccer, individual sports like taekwondo, boxing, running, swimming, golf. Those are either individual or usually individual. Number 3, at least, minimum. At least two, maybe more, but minimum two, at least two pieces of fruit every day. Good idea. Number 4, regularly. Exercise regularly. Routine. Every day, every week, every month. Routine. Regularly. Number 5, as a result, so, thus, therefore, as a result. Number 6, Joseph is a very active child. Okay, noun form here. Adjective form. An active child. Okay, or a child, noun, active child, adjective, noun. Number 7, practice. You must practice. Number 8, condition. This condition is the result of a poor diet. Number 9, therefore. Number 5 and 9, same. As a result, mo mo mo. Therefore, mo mo mo. Same meaning. Number 5, as a result. Number 9, therefore. Number 10, children who exercise are likely to grow up and continue to exercise as adults. Likely. Likely to grow up. Okay? Like probable, probably, and so on. Move on to the end of the chapter, page 36, F. Let's do the close quiz. Fill in the blanks with the vocabulary. Joseph is a very busy 8-year-old boy. Number 1, busy. He practices every Tuesday and Thursday. Number 2, practices. Number 3, morning. Every Sunday morning. Roller hockey game. In the winter, number 4, winter, he plays basketball. His team has a game every Saturday morning. Number 5, every, each. Every Saturday morning, each Saturday morning. Number 6, week, twice a week. And number 7, easy. It is easy to see that Joseph is active after school. Number 6, week. Number 7, easy. Number 8, active. Not all American children are as active in sports after school as Joseph is. As active as. Equally active. Same. Not as active means less active. Not as, momo as, lower, less, not as much. Therefore, number 9, therefore. Number 10, exercise in school, exercise. Number 11, American children are in trouble. Number 11, trouble. Number 12, unhealthy, maybe unhealthy already. And number 13, overweight, high blood pressure, overweight, or high cholesterol, overweight. Number 14, believe. Doctors believe that these conditions are the result of physical inactivity, no exercise. Physical inactivity, not getting any exercise, and poor diet. Number 14, believe. Number 15, result. Good work. Any questions? Please email and ask me. Page 34. Page 34D. Topics for discussion and writing. Okay. Number 2 and 3 were the homework questions, and your responses were really well done. Excellent work. I am so happy to see most of you exercise, almost everybody. For number 2, everybody exercised in school. That's really good. It sounded like a lot of you were very healthy in school. You enjoyed games and sports. A lot of people said they enjoyed dodgeball. I know that's very popular in Korea in elementary school and middle school. It's also popular in the US. I remember playing dodgeball when I was growing up. Very fun. It's a really fun game. A lot of you enjoyed team sports as a kid. Soccer, basketball, baseball. Soccer and basketball are especially popular all over the world. And one reason is it's sort of easy to play, right? I mean, in soccer, really, you need a ball, and that's it. Basketball, you need the nets, but these days, in cities and at universities, there's basketball nets and courts all over this place. It's very common. So it's very easy to find a place to play basketball. And anywhere you have a field, you can play soccer if you have shoes and a ball. And so it's really popular all over the world, and of course also here in Korea. Other sports like baseball take a little more equipment, ice hockey a lot, so they're a little more complicated, a little more difficult. But it sounds like everybody did a lot of exercise and hopefully learned a lot about health and your body when you were in elementary school and middle school. Number three, I was really happy. Most of you do something now. A lot of you like swimming, hiking, walking, even just taking a walk. If you walk 1 hour every day, that's exercise. That's better than not walking every day. A lot of you like walking because you can, see beautiful things, maybe smell some flowers or talk to your friend. It's a great way to sort of release energy, right? Any kind of exercise helps get rid of, energy that your body wants to get rid of. And it's very important to do that. And it's a healthy, good way to get rid of energy. Some of you work out at a gym. That's great. I think in general, if you exercise for 1 hour, 3 times a week, that's good. That's probably enough to stay, moderately healthy. Some people exercise every day. That's much better. If you like walking, that's great. Maybe you would like hiking. Hiking is basically walking, but a little more difficult. You've got to go up a hill. It uses more muscles, more energy. So if you like walking, maybe you would like to try hiking. Seoul, I should say, well, Korea in general, but really Seoul especially, is a great hiking city. There are so many mountains here, big and small, so many places where you can really get a nice hike, and it costs nothing. All you need is to get there, and you need shoes, and that's it. So good opportunity for exercise. Anyway, good answers, and if you're exercising regularly, good for you. Swimming, cycling, jogging, a lot of you. If you're not exercising, please try. I'm not your life coach, of course, or your doctor, but your life coach and your doctor would both tell you you should exercise regularly. They would say 3 days a week minimum to stay healthy. And a healthy student is a better student, any way you look at it. Stay healthy, you'll sleep better, you'll feel better, you'll concentrate better. Everything will be better if you exercise. But just be safe and be careful. Of course, don't get injured, right? Start slow and work your way up. Okay, everyone. I love talking about sports and exercise because it's such an important thing in life. E, look at page 35. This is the first homework exercise. This week there's 2. Okay, this is number 1. Please look at page 35E, question 2. Imagine that a friend has asked you to give suggestions for activities that children can do in order to get exercise. Work with 2 or 3 classmates. Okay, work alone. Work alone, of course, because we're not here. Make a list of 10 ways that children can get exercise that would be fun for them. When you are finished, write your suggestions on the board. Well, of course, write your suggestions to me. Okay, listen carefully. I want you to write down a list of 8 sports or activities for children where they can get exercise. All right? So it must be fun and interesting for children. You can use team sports, of course. Many children love team sports like soccer, baseball, basketball. But I want you to have some team sports and some individual sports. Some children prefer individual, and I think both are good for children. Both help with development. Team sports are really good for making friends, learning teamwork, cooperation, rules. These are all life skills every child should learn. Team sports are very good at that. Individual sports are also very good. You learn about dedication. You learn about concentration, focusing. You have to be self-motivated. So make sure there's some team sports, some individual sports. Some sports are good for strength, just muscle strength, getting stronger, and some are more endurance. Jogging is more for endurance, swimming is endurance, sometimes a little strength, but also endurance. So some for power and some for endurance. Soccer, right? When you play a game of soccer, it's 90 minutes, very long. That's endurance. Balance and flexibility. Things like, Taekwondo is very good for balance and flexibility, but there's many other things too. Something that, very good for children. They must learn flexibility. They must have good flexibility to be strong, right? It's not enough to just make strong muscles. Your body has to be flexible to be useful. Balance, of course, is very, very important in any sport. And winter and summer, at least one winter sport that would be good for children, okay? So 8 activities with what I mentioned online and here in the lecture. I want a nice variety, and I want them to be for children that are fun and healthy, and children will enjoy them. The idea is to encourage children to play and exercise. And you can do that by making it fun and interesting for them. Very good. Okay, time to move on. Let's go to our next chapter in the book, page 50. Page chapter 5. Volunteer vacations. Okay, take about a few minutes, okay? Look at page 50. I want you to answer number 1 and number 2. Okay, number 1, what are volunteers? Write it down. Your answer, your idea. And number 2, list at least 3 ideas. What do volunteers do? Okay, what kinds of work do volunteers do? You see the bubbles, right? The circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just fill in 3 kinds of work that volunteers do. All right? I don't know how much time, maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes is enough. Take enough time that you need, but not too much, okay? Go ahead. Number 1, what are volunteers? Very important, okay? A person who helps people in need or helps people who need help, but receives no money. Gets no pay. 2 points. Not just helping. Of course, helping is important, but also not receiving money. Now, it's not just people, right? You can help animals. You can help the environment. There's lots of ways to volunteer, and it's not only to help people. But when you help the environment, you're also helping people. And I guess when you help animals, in some ways, you're helping people too. What kinds of work? Well, people volunteer to help old people, help young people, teach, clean up a park. There are so many things you can do to help. Some people use art. They paint a mural or they make a sculpture for free or play music. There's lots of ways to volunteer. But I want you to understand that there's a difference between a volunteer and volunteer work and a donation. Okay, when you give blood, you're volunteering your blood, yeah, but really that's what we call donation. Donation is giving. Okay, you're giving your blood. Money, so like if you just give money, that's good. You can give money to help someone, wonderful, but that's a donation. That's not really volunteering. Food, you can give food to someone or something. Again, that's wonderful, but that's donation. Okay, volunteer means you're giving your time, you're giving your energy, you're working, or your knowledge. For example, a teacher might help because the teacher has knowledge to help the student for free. Some people volunteer teach. That's volunteering. Right? You're giving your knowledge, you're giving your time, but that's what it means to be a volunteer. Okay, good work. Now, the homework now for chapter 5 is to read the story. Okay, volunteer vacations on page 51 and 52. And I want you to also answer part A and part B. Page 53, part A, section A, part 1 and 2. Fill in the chart, answer the question. Page 54B, these are the reading questions. Page 54 and 55, number 1 through number 6, and then stop. Okay, that's it. After number 6 on page 55, stop. We will do the rest together. Don't do it for homework. Okay, I want you to stop because there's some new things here. I want to do it with you next week. So again, for chapter 5, your homework is from page 51 to page 55. Read the story, do section A, do section B. That's it. If you look at the, look at your notes, and in the notes I gave you this diagram again. We've talked about this before. Remember chapter 1? Okay, you have the introduction, the key, the thesis statement, the bridge, connecting to the rest of the body. The body is 3 paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 3 key points. Each key point is a main point of the story, of the passage connecting to the bridge. Then you have your conclusion, restating the key points, and the final thought, prediction. This will happen. You will, mo. Okay? General to specific, specific to general. Right? So as you read chapter 5, I want you to read it very carefully. Don't rush. Okay? Take your time. Read it carefully. And I want you to notice this while you read. Okay? That's why I want you to go slowly. I want you to notice how the introduction starts wide and gets narrower. And I want you to notice the thesis statement, which is the bridge. And then I want you to notice how each body paragraph has a key point that connects to the bridge. And then how the last paragraph restates the main points and gives you a final thought. Future. Why is this important? Well, this is why. This will tell you again why. So, very important this week that you read the story, answer the questions, and then even read it again. It's a short story. I would encourage you to read it 2 times, and the second time you can really notice the diagram while you read. I also think it's important to read the story again, maybe before class next Monday, because I will go over this story in the lecture, right? I'm going to go over, we're going to read it together in the lecture and then answer the questions. And if you read the story 1 time before you watch the video, it'll be fresh in your mind and you'll understand what I'm saying better. You will follow me better. You'll be much more prepared. You will be a better prepared student for next week's video lecture. Okay. All right. So we're almost done already. Wow. Can you imagine? Week 4 already? So your homework is, again, we've almost finished chapter 3, but you must do page 35, number 2. Okay, a list of 8 sports. And you must say, why? Soccer. Why did you choose soccer? Well, it's good for endurance or teamwork. Just don't write a long explanation, just quick. 8 sports and 8 points, or 1 point about each sport, right? Minimum 1 point, maybe 2, up to you. Just tell me why you chose that sport. Okay, so that's first homework, page 35, and then, second homework, chapter 5, volunteer vacations. Read the story. Read it carefully and notice the organization is very good, very clear here. Do part A on page 53 and do part B on page 54, 55, and then stop. I will review everything and then we will continue together next week in the video. We're going to do a lot of work together in next week's video. You're doing well with your homework. Please continue to give a very good effort. Okay? Try not to just quickly give me a short answer. I noticed that. That's not as good. Homework is about A, getting it done, B, getting it done on time, C, doing a good job, giving a good effort. And I know when you're giving a good effort, believe me. All right. Being on time. You must be on time. Again, Thursday, 5 o'clock. I encourage you to finish earlier than that. The sooner you get it done, the fresher it is in your mind. I encourage students not to wait till the last minute. Some of you do, but try to get it into me as early as possible. And again, I strongly encourage you to read the story one more time before next week's video lecture. You will get more value from the lecture if you do that. All right, that's it. That's all for this week. Well, you have one more video, don't forget. So that's all for the main lecture, the Green Book. Please watch the other lecture, the Blue Book. Do the listening lab exercises. When everything is done, email me. Tell me you finished listening lab. Tell me you finished all the reading work and show me the homework that I want to see. That's it. Have a great week, everyone. I look forward to getting your email. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.